Hi, Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for October, what day is it? 22nd. Man, it gets hard sometimes, right? Here in the mobile office, getting ready to head into the main office. Figured out a way to make sure we minimize the light coming in from sunrise behind me, but hopefully it'll be a good experience one way or the other. As I've been driving in this morning, I've been thinking about a concept, an idea that I keep hearing bandied about, and it's really funny. It's become a little bit weaponized over the last little while. I feel it's become weaponized. The phrase is holding you accountable or being accountable. The way that I see this, I'm going to talk through this as what I see it, how I see it weaponized, and how I'm trying to act with it. Because I'm sure that if I'm thinking about these things, I'm probably not the only one. What I think being accountable is, versus holding someone accountable or holding myself accountable. What I think being accountable is that we acknowledge what our efforts were and how our efforts play a role in our outcomes. But we fully own our efforts, but that also means that we own where our choices led us to maybe have smaller efforts, lower efforts. Give an example. I am working on a project. The project that I'm working on is challenging, and because it is challenging, it takes lots and lots of time. And I have made choices to prioritize other projects for valid and legitimate reasons that has delayed me from being able to accomplish this particular project. This particular project does not have a critical deadline yet, but we're getting close to having a critical deadline on it. And so as I'm looking at that process, I am owning the fact that I've done a lot of work on it. I'm also owning the fact that I've made choices to prioritize other pieces because I knew those pieces did have critical deadlines. That's being accountable. It may not be, I may get in trouble for not delivering on time. I may get in trouble for not asking for more help. I may get in trouble for being in a situation where the outcomes of the deliverables that I've given are not exactly what everybody thought they were going to get. But if I'm accountable for them, I own them. Holding someone accountable is an indication of mistrust, I think. When someone's holding me accountable, when somebody's jumping in my face and saying, I'm going to hold you accountable for that, it's almost like they want to identify the failures and prioritize the failures because they believe that I could have done more. It's an indication to me of a lack of trust. And that's where it feels weaponized. This idea of holding people accountable is all about distrust and not owning our part in a lot of those kinds of situations where we could have been more clear about what it was that we expected, what it was that we needed, and following up and just being honest and human and saying, hey, how can I help? How do we get this done together? Instead of when we talk about accountability and holding others accountable rather than holding ourselves accountable, it feels like we are focused on protecting ourselves rather than on pursuing growth. And pursuing growth, that's what Path to Progress is all about. So today I'm going to be working on holding myself accountable, being accountable, and hopefully being able to set a stage whereby other people can feel like they can be accountable without needing to be held accountable. I don't know if that's making a lot of sense to you, but it sure is powerful for me. I hope this video has been useful. If it's been useful, please share it. Or think about it at least. And maybe tomorrow I can come up with something more useful if it hasn't been useful for you. In the meantime, this has been the Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.